fact, has struck out just one time on the year so far, and she does there. No, fouled that one off. Got just a piece of it. Ella Schultz not quite able to hang on to it. 2-2 the count. Early on in this one, beautiful night, Wynn pushing the ball foul to left. Swing and a miss, strike three. Sam Klug gets that big first out of this one. As Centennial will look to try and pull the upset tonight. A lot of fans have showed up here. We'll see a lot of teams in their uniforms here, a lot of the youth teams watching. Fun night should be for softball here on the north side of Ankeny. This is Tori Bennett. Watches that first pitch high for ball one. Bennett is a shortstop, and she's a good one. Batting .423 on the season so far is the junior. And Klug misses that one just low for ball two and finds herself behind in this one. Bennett really good at moving runners around when they're on base. We'll see how she does when she gets to start things off here as Klug misses that one up in the zone as well. 3-0 now to Bennett. The shortstop has had a very nice start to her year. That pitch misses just high, says Mike Bell, and that'll bring up one of the fun players to watch here for Fort Dodge, Mariah Myers. Just an 8th grader, but Myers batting .524 on the year with a home run. The first baseman for Fort Dodge, and talking to Coach Andy Adams about her this morning. She's very excited about that potential. Big swing, though, on that first pitch. Makes it 0-1, but she said Myers is a player that you will not be able to tell at all that she is just an 8th grader out there. That pitch swung on, foul back. Would have come right to me if the fence wouldn't have been in the way. As I'm set up just to the first base side of the press box here, directly behind home plate. Good view of the movement on the pitches, which I love, and I'll see a good one tonight in Jalen Adams. That pitch swung on, and a souvenir for the fans. The Nebraska Gold 515 team over there goes scurrying as the ball hit their direction. 12U team here from the north side of Ankeny, all future Centennial Jaguars. 0-2 pitch, swung on, popped up over to foul territory. Lizzie Clunder giving chase, and it is out of play off the top of the first base dugout, just barely. About another 2 feet of fence right there, and Clunder would have got to that. 0-2 the count now. Klug, who's been so good at finishing off batters this year. That pitch, again, fouled back to us. She's got 18 strikeouts on the year so far. Against just 5 walks. 2-0 her record. She's the game 1 starter for Centennial. That pitch driven way back into right center field, and Peyton Drefke back up just a few feet from the fence. Gets her second hand up there to keep that ball in her glove and makes a play. So 2 outs here quickly for Centennial.
Number 4, second baseman, Martina Lowry.
And that'll bring up Martina Lowry. Lowry, another junior. She's batting .429 on the year. You know, if that ball is out towards the left side, it probably goes, but that wind is blowing in stiff from right field as Mike Bell says that is a strike. 1-1 the count to Lowry. Klug gets the foul ball out of that. Oh, right at a fan walking out, surprised him. Over here is our entrance to the stadium, to the complex, is just over here beyond the right or first base side bleachers. Little off-speed pitch from Klug, gets a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Klug here to start this game. No runs, no hits, no Centennial errors. We go to the Centennial half of the first.
For the Dodgers in the top half of the first inning, there were no runs and no hits.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
To the Centennial half of the first inning we go. 0-0 still our score, and Ella Schultz, Anna Christensen, and Sydney Morris, all three girls who saw Jalen Adams in the circle for Fort Dodge just under a year ago at the state tournament in a really fun game that day, and one of the neater high school atmospheres that anyone anywhere will ever experience for a softball game. 8, 9, 10 deep all the way around the field up at Harlan Rogers Park in that state semifinal game in Fort Dodge. Just an incredible atmosphere for a softball game. It felt like most of North Ankeny was up there that day, and pretty much all of Fort Dodge. But Ella Schultz leading things off for Centennial. Schultz, as they try to cement that leadoff batter in, and Adams loses that first pitch inside for ball one. Schultz, a little slower start to the year. She's a well over 300 hitter, just batting .273 right now, but she will find her groove later on in the year as that baseball comes in from the baseball field there, and Mike Bell holds court to let the coaches know how they will be handling that the rest of the day. And not an uncommon occurrence here, as that pitch is high, and Ella Schultz finds herself way ahead in the count, now 2-0. Schultz has a home run on the year so far, and it was actually a grand slam in their first game of the season against Ottumwa. 2-0 the count to her. That pitch misses outside as well. Schultz is the catcher, so if she can get on, we will see a courtesy runner for her. 3-0 the count from Adams. And that pitch is high. The leadoff walk on 4 straight pitches from Jalen Adams to Ella Schultz, and we will get a courtesy runner here. Looks like Morgan Seversyke in to run. And that'll bring up Anna Christensen, the senior second baseman. She had the out that sent Centennial to the state tournament a year ago. She's played second base, has manned that position for a long time here at Ankeny Centennial. Christensen batting .455 and a great start to the year for her. This would be a great spot for her in the second spot as she shows bunt, pulls back. And that is a ball as well. So 5 straight balls, very uncharacteristic for Jalen Adams. She starts off the future Iowa Hawkeye. She's only walked 4 on the year. That makes it 5. That pitch is fouled back. Adams, just a sparkling earned run average, less than a half a run a game that she gives up. Christensen shows bunt, pulls back as a called strike. It's a throwback from Doster to Myers over there at first base. For Fort Dodge, not in time, 1-2 the count. Pitch is swung on and it lands. Oh, it spins foul. The way that bounced up at first, I thought she may get it to stay fair. As a wise move back there by Tristan Doster to recognize a spin and watch it go foul. 1-2 the count to Anna Christensen from Adams. Swing and a miss. As Doster went to throw down and try to pick off Seversyke, and her arm bounced off of Mike Bell there at home plate. Made it so she would not continue that. Sydney Morris up now. Morris fouls that one off. Good hustle back there by Doster. Again, future Hawkeye there as well for Fort Dodge. Morris, just a sophomore for Centennial with a lot of good mix of young and, shall we call it, seasoned talent for the Jaguars. She started a year ago, alternating between left field and catcher. As that pitch catches outside corner, and a quick throw back from Doster to Myers, not quite in time. Close. Morris starting off the year right now batting .429. This will be one of the best pitchers that she sees all season here tonight in Jalen Adams. 0-2 the count. We'll see her finishing pitch. She goes, that could be in the gap. No, playing short, playing nice and tight up right there was Wirtz out there in left field. Chloe Wirtz. And that'll bring up first baseman Lizzie Klunder for Centennial. Klunder, again, another really good hitter. Just has had a slow start to the season so far. Batting .286. Not bad at all, just a slower start than what she's used to. Klunder swing and a miss on that first pitch from Adams. That pitch outside corner for strike 2. So after that first batter, after walking Schultz on 4 straight pitches, Adams has bounced back and worked ahead of every batter since that point. See what she goes with here. Off speed, and it is just foul. Just foul down the left field line, and Sieversyk would have scored on that. What a beautiful off-speed pitch. You don't see that coming at all from Adams. It stays on that same plane the whole way in. It's one of the hardest pitches to hit is that changeup after they throw you 60, 62 miles an hour for a few pitches in a row and then come back with that upper 40s changeup. That pitch is low in the zone as Klunder watches that. Close pitch. 1-2 now the count. Adams wastes no time in the circle. Ready to go again. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Adams, after the leadoff walk, gets out of it. 0-0 as we head to the Fort Dodge half of the second.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Tristan Doster leading things off for Fort Dodge here in the bottom of the second. Catcher watch that first pitch up in the zone for strike 1. Doster, the senior catcher, brings a lot of energy to this team. Off-speed pitch, misses low. Doster started off this year batting .364 for Coach Andy Adams' squad. That pitch swung on a little flare, and it is not quite. It drops right between Allie Edwards and Addie Starr. Edwards might have got just a tip of a glove on it, but that's going to go down as the first hit of the night here in the top of the second.
Doster gets an infield single, bringing up number 5, the right fielder, Maya Davis.
Just right in that little gap. That'll bring up Maya Davis, the right fielder. She tries to bunt, and it goes foul here down the third base side. Davis batting .429 on the year, the junior. Watches that pitch outside. Comes up here looking to slap one down the line if she can. And she gets a little bit of that composite bat on it and goes fouled straight back. And Klug ahead in the count once again, 1-2. That pitch swing and a miss. Strike 3. Klug with her third strikeout of the night. Bring up left fielder Chloe Wirtz for Fort Dodge. Chloe, senior, batting .273 on the year. Shows a bunt. It's a pop-up, and that's double play possibility. No, but Lizzie Klunder does come in and make the play. So 2 outs after the leadoff hit. And that'll bring up Lydia Lara. And actually, It's actually Sophia Klinger that's up to bat right now, as they have the designated player in there. Klinger will hit right now. So we'll keep that straight tonight, as they may use those girls interchangeably. Klinger, the senior, batting .250. And once again, Klug up in the count. So after giving up the leadoff hit to Tristan Doster, the little flare that landed between third and short, Doster's still over there on first. Hasn't been able to advance yet, and that pitch hits her spot way outside as Klinger goes after it. (0-2) pitch. Just inside, as they do a little delayed steal from Doster, as Schultz was trying to frame that thing in there, just waiting for the strike to be called. Wasn't there, and Doster gets to second on the stolen base. Now 1-2 the count from Klug to Klinger. Swung on over there. Edwards can't get it. Starr keeps it in the infield, and they get her there. Now they're going to have a rundown between third and home, and Schultz gets her out at home. Nice play. That's exactly what you're thinking right there. If you're Doster, you think it got through. You're heading home, and Starr actually kept the ball in the infield, saved the run, makes the play. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 0-0.
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Gustafson, Starr, and James due up here in the bottom of the second for Centennial, as they will take their first crack at Jalen Adams. Gustafson, the sophomore, also a pitcher. We have not seen her in the Well, we have not seen her in person, but she pitched an absolute gem against number 13 Bettendorf on Saturday, a 3-hitter. At Centennial, 10-run to them in 5 innings. Gustafson has been swinging a very good bat so far here to start the year. She's batting .417. That pitch swing and a miss as well, and so far, Jalen Adams is cutting holes in bats of the Ankeny Centennial hitters. 0-2 the count. Swung on and fouled off. Gustafson stays alive. Mentioned before that Jalen Adams is a sparkling .48 earned run average to start the year. She struck out 44 batters so far. Off-speed pitch misses high for ball 1. And other than the leadoff batter, Ella Schultz, she has been outstanding about working out in front of these Centennial hitters. Off-speed pitch swung on, X line into the gap. Lauren Gustafson waits on the changeup. And Fort Dodge, man, they put the ball, they get it back, and they have no problem throwing behind runners. So they tried to catch Gustafson off guard, but Gustafson with the first hit of the night for Centennial. Nice piece of hitting behind in the count. 1-2 got the changeup, and it's just a nice little flare out into left field. That'll bring up the freshman shortstop for Centennial, Addie Starr. She goes to lay down the bunt, and that is almost double play material as she popped it up to the third baseman, Haley Wills. Starr tried to get that bunt down to advance it, but Gustafson is back in safe at first. That'll bring up Mackenzie James. James, a sophomore center fielder, started a year ago as a freshman on that third place squad for Coach Brett Delaney. She watches that first pitch across the inside corner for strike one. James has toyed around to that leadoff spot, has been all over the place in the lineup, but she's batting .250 right now. She fouls that one back. Big swings come in small packages, and that's what Mackenzie James is. There's not one of the tallest players you'll see on the softball field, but she gets everything into that swing. She's behind in the count right now, 0-2. That pitch is fouled off, stays alive. As they've got Gustafson still over there on first base. The only hit for Centennial here through 6 batters. James from Adams, 0-2 the count. Swung on and popped up right into the safety net as it spins, almost pops out, as you might have heard the crowd react. It was right on the edge, and finds a low spot, which is not where the balls come out. So we've got one in our collection so far to start tonight. 0-2 the pitch from Adams. High pitch, first ball to Mackenzie James. Infield not playing particularly deep. Wind is moved a little bit. It's still blowing in left field, definitely pushing in from right, but now it has shifted around a little bit, almost pushing out a little bit to left. That pitch is swung on, and that is going to land in the gap as well, so 2 hits as it does sneak by Chloe Wirtz out there, but 2 hits there to left field. Both on 1-2 counts. That did not look like a changeup, though. And that'll bring up Allie Edwards. Centennial trying to put something together right now with the bottom part of their order, who has hit very well throughout the course this year. Allie Edwards coming up, and Edwards has started in spots this year. She's starting at third tonight. That first pitch, swing and a miss. Edwards, though, the junior, batting .571 on the year. So an outstanding start for her. She's got some power, too, as that pitch is swung on back off the backstop. And once again, Jalen Adams, just outstanding job of working ahead in the count. Has not been able to finish off these first couple of hitters for Centennial, though. 0-2 pitch, swung on, foul back to the fence. So Edwards stays alive. One down here in the bottom of the second inning. Centennial has pieced together a couple hits, just one out right now for Allie Edwards. Here's a pitch, high and inside. 1-2 the count. This is where the first couple batters have got their hits. That pitch, swing and a miss, as she definitely hit her spot out there. Doster and set up outside, and man, again, Fort Dodge just no problem whatsoever throwing back behind the runners, trying to get them out. And now freshman Peyton Drefke up to bat. The right fielder playing right field tonight, batting .600 in her freshman campaign. With runners on first and second, checks her swing, but it was across the outside corner for strike one to Drefke. So a big opportunity for the freshman right now to come up big for Centennial. With a couple runners on, she fouls that one off out of play in right field and nearly barehanded out there by a fan. And I feel like I'm a broken record, but I'll say it once again. Jalen Adams up 0-2 in the count. There's a pitch to Drefke, swung on and popped up right at me. I caught it. How about that? Here we go. Send it down. There we go. Got a nice little round of applause from the crowd out there, showing off my athletic ability. It's nice that the net slowed it down for me, though, as Drefke watches that one. Outside for ball one. 1-2 the count. Drefke pushes that one just foul over there down the third baseline. Stays alive. Lauren Gustafson on second. That pitch is low and away for ball two. 2-2 the count. Mackenzie James over there on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that pitch is fouled off by Drefke. the freshman, staying alive against the future Iowa Hawkeye, Jalen Adams. Chance to come up big and get Centennial back to the top of the order with a couple runners on. 2-2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Adams works herself out of it once again. Couple hits for Centennial, no errors, and we move to the top of the third. Still scoreless.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
So Centennial gets a pair of runners on in the second. Can't convert it as Jalen Adams comes up with a couple big strikeouts. Now we head to the top of the third with Haley Wills, the third baseman for Fort Dodge. Watches that first pitch. Up and out in the zone, though, for strike one. Both these pitchers have done a great job so far tonight. Wills, the number 9 batter, will take us back to the top of the order. A little curveball action there out of Klug. Misses just high, got a late break on it. And she wastes no time in the circle as well, and quickly trying to surprise everyone with a bunt is Wills, and now she's behind in the count 1-2. Fun to see the crowd here tonight. You can try to get some pictures posted later and some post-game interviews at my Twitter account at Knights and Clones, as Christensen picks that one up, throws it over to Klunder for the first out of the inning. And back to the top of the order, Jalen Adams, who uncharacteristically struck out her first time at bat, the lefty, power-hitting lefty, batting over 500 on the year. First pitch misses for a ball. But Adams just struck out for only her second time on the season in her first at-bat here tonight. The sun has come out. She goes after the outside pitch, pushes it off towards the baseball field out in left field. Adams will be followed by shortstop Tori Bennett. That pitch misses as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. And another ball fouled off for Adams. Beautiful night as the sun is shining right now. It can affect things out there in center, left center field. The outfielders out there, Sydney Morris in left and Mackenzie James in center. And as it goes down, it affects left to get things started. It will affect center field more as the sun heads down. Full count now to Adams. And that is strike 3. Called strike. And Adams goes down, struck out for the second time tonight. So the pitcher versus pitcher matchup has been won so far by Klug twice tonight. We'll bring up Tori Bennett. Walked her first time up. Watches that first pitch outside for ball 1. And that pitch does catch the outside corner as they try to get that ball pushed over to the right side of the infield. Bennett walked in her first at-bat tonight. That pitch is right down the middle for strike 2. So we'll see what Klug goes to as a finisher here. 1-2 the count. She's been working that outside corner. I see Schultz set up inside. She tries to go high and tight, hits her spot. Strike 3. Bennett can't believe it. But Klug gets out of that one as well. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless.
to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Back to the top of the order for Centennial with Schultz, Christensen, and Morris. They were hitless their first time through the order. Schultz did draw a 4-pitch walk, but Christensen struck out and Morris flew out to left. As the Centennial outfielder, the Fort Dodger outfielders have been playing everything pretty tight tonight. They're going to be perfectly content with anybody that can get a hold of Jalen Adams and hit one over the top. Again, the wind blowing in from right. There's not a whole lot of these batters, seeing a couple lefties, but it would take quite a poke to push that thing out to right field here tonight. Starts things off with a changeup from Adams, and that thing is dirty. Comes back with a fastball. 1-1 the count. One and one. Pitch missed just a little low. 2-1 the count. Adams to Schultz. They've seen each other a few times before. Pitch fouled back to the backstop. So 1-2 the count. 2-2 the count. Adams, Schultz, fastball in on the hands. That's where you see these elite pitchers go. They love that fastball in on the hands. Seen several of the top pitchers in the state do that. Great control to really keep it in there. 2-2. Change-up swung on. It's a high fly ball to left field. It is just foul. Off the fence in left field. Schultz got all of the changeup. Actually got just a little too much of it. And that keeps her in the box. Centennial batters have done a nice job of sitting on that change. Seen a couple of nice rips out of it, just haven't kept it fair yet. There's a pitch swung on, missed just outside. Full count as she hit the exact spot that Doster was set up at. And a full count now to Schultz, trying to get a leadoff runner on base. That pitch is in the dirt. Schultz draws her second walk of the night. That one a lot harder than her first one. Anna Christensen up to bat now, who she struck out her first time at bat tonight, and that does not happen very often. Just her second time this season. And Morgan Sieversyk in to run once again for Schultz. Christensen shows bunt, pulls back, and watches that pitch high for ball one. Bottom of the third inning we sit. Both pitchers have done a nice job so far controlling where they put the ball. Christensen swings on that one, and that is out of play. Again, once again, back behind us. Sydney Morris waits on deck, and Lizzie Klunder, if they can figure out a way to get to her. Christensen pulls back and once again fouls one right back at me, and I get my second souvenir of the night. How about that? I've gone years without catching a ball, and I've got two so far here tonight. Thankful that net filters it right to me. Outside pitch. Oh, and Mike Bell calls it a called third strike. A little extension there on the plate. So Adams gets Christensen for the second time tonight, and that'll bring up Sydney Morris. Got to give myself, I can't take all the credit. I did have to use two hands on that one. I did just go one hand on the first one as Morris lifts that one into foul territory off the top of the first base dugout. And a quick strike for Jalen Adams. Morris, as we mentioned, the sophomore, has had a great start to the year, batting .429. Flew out to left field in her first at-bat. Shows bunt this time, goes straight to Adams. They try to pick off Seversyke at second, and she is out there at second base as they quickly go there. Nice play by Adams to whip it out there to the shortstop, Tori Bennett. Not something you often see, but made the play, got the lead runner. Nice play by the Dodgers defensively. Score that one 1-6. And Clunder fouls it off for the first strike. Pitch is high. Nice snag back there by Doster. That would have definitely pushed Morris to second base. She wouldn't have been able to hold on to that one. 1-1 the count. Pitch is on the inside of the hands. Haley Wills is under it, makes the play in foul territory. 0-0 pitcher's duel so far here tonight. Top of the fourth right after this.
Thunder pops up.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Mariah Myers, the hard-hitting eighth grader, will lead things off. She lifted a long fly ball to right center in the first inning. That one she puts off the end of the bat and caught over there by Lizzie Clunder. One pitch, one out.
Myers pops up to Clunder at first base for the first down.
I'll bring up Martina Lowry, who struck out in her first at-bat. Klug goes in the outside corner for strike one here to Lowry, the second baseman for Fort Dodge. Junior batting .429 on the year. That pitch catches the outside corner as well. Hitting her spot so far tonight is Klug. She's been locked and loaded through 3 1/3. You go outside corner, swing and a miss. Gets Lowry for the second time tonight. 6 strikeouts for Klug. Klug is working fast tonight, and that'll bring up Tristan Doster. Future Hawkeye had the only hit of the night for Fort Dodge so far. First pitch is swung on and fouled back into the mezzanine area. Got a baseball game going on over behind us as well. Fort Dodge and Centennial there. That pitch is swung on and lifted foul to right field as well. So Klug once again way ahead of the batter in Tristan Doster. 0-2 the count. Schultz is going to set up in on the hands. No, goes outside and misses that one in the dirt. Not a bad location for a 2-strike, no-ball pitch. Make the batter think about it a little bit. 1-2 the count. Goes a little off-speed in the dirt. No, fouled off. Thought we might have a drop third strike there, but Doster got just a piece of it to stay alive. They knew it. That's why nobody else moved. I couldn't tell from up here. 1-2 pitch again. high and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sam Klug, Tristan Doster. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up into center field and right field. Now caught over there as Mackenzie James cuts in front of Peyton Drefke right at the very end, makes the play. No runs, no hits, no outs. Centennial going to take another chance at it here in the bottom of the 4th.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Back up in the bottom half of the 4th, the Centennial half right now, the home team tonight. 0-0, still our score. Centennial has had 2 hits, and both those batters will be up in this inning. Lauren Gustafson and Mackenzie James have both the hits so far tonight for Centennial. Ella Schultz has also got on a couple times with walks, and those have been the only base runners. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get a couple more runners on right now. Maybe manufacture a run as this game goes quickly. Gustafson watches that pitch cross the outside corner for strike 1. You see these pitchers continue to hit their spots. They've been outstanding tonight. Pitch swung on and missed to Gustafson. Now, early on, we saw, when she was ahead in the count 1-2, we did see Adams go to her changeup, which Gustafson sat on at a rip. See what she goes to here. And that is dropped, strike 3. And that is going to be Gustafson out on the swing. Went with a fastball in on the hands. And Addie Starr, the freshman phenom for Centennial, up to bat now. She's had a great start to the year as well. Shortstop, swing and a miss there. And just really hard for these Centennial hitters to square up Jalen Adams, and that's really nothing new. That's why Adams has her less than 1 run a game that she gives up. You see a little rise ball action out of her there. Good pitch to induce a lot of pop flies. 0-2 to Starr. Swung on and popped back here. Great effort by Doster. Just catches the edge of the fence, though, and Starr remains alive. To the count now to Starr. Goes low and away for the ball as Doster was ready to throw that one around. Mike Bell says, come on back and throw another pitch. Off-speed pitch, swung on, back my direction once again, catches the net. And that one could end up dropping on a fan right now as it works its way around the circle. Finds another low spot, another ball stuck in the net here like a fish up here. And the inside corner, strike 3. Starr watches that one, and right low and in on the hands. Tough pitch to pick up. And that'll bring up Mackenzie James. She has one of the 2 hits tonight for Centennial. James watches that pitch low and inside for ball 1. One of the few batters that Adams hasn't worked ahead of tonight. That pitch down in the zone right at the knees for strike 1. Pitch swung on, and that is going to be popped up right over there. Can of corn to Martina Lowry. She gets the third out of the inning. We are still scoreless. 9 outs. Quick math for me. 9 outs left for each team to try to scratch a run across. We head to the top of the 5th.
These vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
First pitch is popped up, and standing right there for it for the quick out is Lizzie Klunder. That was Maya Davis. Didn't even have time to introduce her. And that'll bring up left fielder Chloe Wirtz. Chloe popped out to Klunder in her first at-bat. Not a lot of opportunities for either team tonight, as these pitchers have been masterful in the circle. That pitch is swung on, and Klunder almost had an opportunity once again as it misses our Mediacom cameraman over there in his perch. Mediacom has this game broadcast tonight as well. They will be on tape delay. I didn't check the times, but it'll be on at another time. Looks like Larry Morgan and Laura Leonard on the call for that. And Klug ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. To Chloe Wirtz. Schultz sets up way outside. They're going to appeal over there to Tom Schweers down there at first base, and he says she did not go, so able to check her swing. And we come back with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on over there at Allie Edwards off the hop, throws it across the infield to Klunder. Score at 5-3, and we move on to, well, it was Sophia Klinger, that batted the first time in. She will bat here the second time as well. She is the center fielder. She's got a flex player for her as well, Lydia Lara, but Klinger will be batting once again. That first pitch is a strike for Klug. What a beautiful evening. Man, a far cry from what things were like here on Friday night, where it was cold. Pitch across the inside corner, strike 2. Klug way ahead in the count. Haven't seen much of an off-speed from her tonight. Wonder if she'll go to it here. She goes fastball. That's lifted out into right field. Peyton Drefke there. Makes the play for out number 3, and we move to the bottom of the 5th to stretch. 0-0 our score.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel going on here tonight on the north side of Ankeny. As only 3 hits have been scattered throughout this one. 2 by Centennial, the home team, 1 by Fort Dodge. As Jalen Adams and Sam Klug have both been just outstanding. I'm running out of ways to describe how they've pitched so far here tonight. Both these teams capable, though. If a pitcher leaves one in the wrong spot, both teams have a lot of girls in their lineup that could create that run. It's going to be tough for teams to manufacture a run, but And if any of these pitchers happen to leave one in the wrong spot, a lot of strong bats in these lineups that can take one out, including Allie Edwards right now. She struck out her first at-bat, the number 8 batter in the order. Pitch swung on and missed for strike one. Edwards has a powerful bat. She's playing third base tonight. Pitch is high and tight. You almost wonder at this situation in the game if Edwards were to get on, if we might see a substitution made. She fouls that one off. As any base runners, well, they have been precious, but especially from here on out, any base runners will be very precious. 1-2 the count. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss as Edwards sat on it, but missed it on that dropping action, not able to get anything on it, and Doster hauls it in. And that'll bring up Peyton Drefke, the freshman. Struck out her first at-bat tonight. It was a great at-bat, fouled off a lot, but that first pitch swung on is grounded over there to Tori Bennett. Throws it across to the 8th grader Mariah Myers for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring us back to Ella Schultz, who has been on base both times tonight via the walk. Just haven't been able to get anything going after she's got on. That ball is a shot to left field. It's back to the wall. Gone! Ella Schultz! The third hit of the night is a big one for Ankeny Centennial. It is out of here in left field, and Ella Schultz gives Centennial the one-run lead. The solo shot. Just got done saying one of these pitchers, if they make a mistake, there's a lot of batters that could make him pay for it, and Ella Schultz does just that, no doubt, off the bat. Straight away to left fielder, second long bomb of the year, this time with nobody on, but will that be enough? 1-0 the score. Ella Schultz, what a shot. Anna Christensen up to bat now. She is uncharacteristically struck out both times at bat tonight, but she has not seen a pitcher like Jalen Adams so far this year. That pitch is fouled out of here. Look out. Back in the concrete walkway. A lot of concrete back there behind us. 0-2 the count to Christensen. The off-speed pitch fouled straight back. Will that one shot by Ella Schultz be enough for Centennial to upset number 1 Fort Dodge? 0-2 the count to Christensen. Swung on and fouled again over there into right field. A lot of fly balls with as hard as both these pitchers throw. A lot of foul balls, excuse me, have gone out there into right field and first base side tonight. 0-2 the count to Christensen. And that misses just inside. A little collective gasp from the crowd as they waited for the call there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Christensen pushes that over there to Bennett. Bennett from her knees throws it across and makes the play in time to Myers. But Centennial gets a huge run on a home run from Ella Schultz. And we move to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Jaguars.
I'm Joe the car guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
to bat right now is Haley Wills. First pitch is a ball. A pitch swing and a miss for strike one. That pitch misses up top for ball two. As Klug has been great so far here tonight. That pitch is a bunt over there, right in the right spot. They quick throw it over to Klunder, not in time. What a nice spot. Haley Wills puts that right where it needs to be. Little miscommunication by Klunder and Christensen as it put it right in the exact spot it needed to go. And back to the top of the order, Jalen Adams, but this will be a different situation for her. She struck out twice here tonight, but her first time with a runner on the lefty, I would expect a bunt coming here for Adams to try to push those runners across. And she does. She pops it up, though. It's caught by Edwards, and they say no. What's going on here? I'm not sure what's going on. Mike Bell is saying she was out of the – she stepped on the plate to bunt it, so she's out anyway. So that's a big out. As Allie Edwards did make the play. He said she stepped on the base, on the plate there, though, to get the out. Runners go. There's a bunt situation. They say once again it is thrown over and is run into over there. That's trouble. Trouble is Fort Dodge looking to run, and they get it in quickly. We'll see how that one is ruled, because there was contact over there as Christensen was covering first, and now Fort Dodge in business. I think that's going to be ruled a hit. The error might have allowed a couple other bases to happen, and now Coach Brett Delaney is going to come out and talk, because there was definitely contact over there at first. So Bennett with a nice bunt, a couple bunts here by Fort Dodge, and they're in business out with runners on second and third. And Coach Delaney out there talking with Mike Bell, because the contact made at first base, but the throw was what brought Christensen across with a glove. And that'll bring up the eighth grader, Mariah Myers, with a chance. Now they're going to talk about it again here, the umpires are, because there was definitely contact with the glove, but it was a throw that brought the glove over there into the path of it. Tom Schweers and Mike Bell have umpired a lot of games together as they discuss things out there to see how things are going to be ruled. As they continue to discuss things, we'd love to have a directional mic on them right now. They're going to call everybody safe, which I believe is the right call, in my professional opinion, of course. But Fort Dodge in business right now, in the top of the sixth. Mariah Myers, the eighth grader, with a chance to have a story to tell for the rest of the season right now, with Haley Wills on third via the bunt and Tori Bennett on second with a bunt. That pitch misses low for ball one. So where Ella Schultz catching becomes very important too. Myers has one home run on the year, batting over 500, and she is 0 for 2 here to start the night. She's hit a couple to right field. That pitch is swung on it in the gap right there. They're going to score one, come up gunning, and they do hold the runner at third as that ball is shot out into left field to Sydney Morris. And Myers comes up with a timely hit to tie it up 1-1. So runners on first and third right now. And Martina Lowry, who struck out twice here tonight. And I think we're going to get a runner, a pinch runner right now. I believe that's going to be Peterson out there to run at first. I believe it's Reese Peterson heading out there. Peterson has 1 for 1 on stolen bases this year. Got an offensive timeout. Don't see that very often, but Coach Andy Adams is going to talk with her players down there. Up to bat is Lowry. She's got Bennett over there at third. and I believe it's Reese Peterson going in there at first base. We'll try to get confirmation of that as they discuss strategy right now. And let's see here, get a number on that. That is 17, and of course I've got Lydia Lara in there too. Well, no, because they told us she was number 8. Well, figure that one out here. I believe that's Peterson actually in there running. I heard her yell for Reese. So that will bring up right now the huge opportunity, Martina Lowry. Lowry, the second baseman, runners on the corners. That pitch outside corner for ball one. Outside, ball one. Lowry will be followed up by Doster, so a couple nice batters here for Fort Dodge to try to scratch a couple out. Game tied at 1. Pitch is bunted over there, and they're going to go home, and they get her the tag. Oh, they say safe. They say that she did not. They say that she did not get the tag on her as Clunder flipped it to her. But coming around, a nice slide by Tori Bennett, slid all the way around behind, avoided the tag, and now the go-ahead run just scored for Fort Dodge. They lead 2-1. Nice play there to get around the tag. So Fort Dodge making it happen with a small ball. A couple bunts here. And that'll bring up Doster now. Fort Dodge making it happen with a bunt. Runners on second and third. Pitch swung on and missed. Doster got a hit in her first at-bat tonight. This is with Peterson over there on third and Lowry at second. Off-speed pitch from Klug. Centennial infielders all over the place right now. That bunt, once you get a runner on, is very difficult. Gets everybody moving around. 1-1 the count. Pitch swung on, popped up into left field. It'll probably score a run as in comes Drefke. And she's going to come up gunning to home and gets it in, so saves the run. So Drefke had the momentum behind her. Smart move over there by Peterson not to test things out. And that'll bring up Maya Davis. And that ball's pass ball. They flip it to, and another run scores, and here's going to come another for Fort Dodge. Big inning right now as Fort Dodge. A couple bunts get Centennial all out of whack, and Fort Dodge has put up a big number here in the top of the 6th. 4-1 our score. That clears the bases right now. So both Peterson and Lowry come home to score. And Maya Davis up there with 2 balls on her. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So a rough inning for Centennial right now. An error and a pass ball have led to 4 runs after an infield hit as well on a bunt. A couple of those. Once they got those bunts going, Fort Dodge able to scratch out 4 runs here in this inning. Another bunt over there. They go to Edwards. Edwards throws it across, and they say dead ball once again. See, I'm not sure that this is even how Fort Dodge plays as she stepped on the plate because they've done that twice now, but it's effective. Fort Dodge with a big inning. They lead 4-1.
I'm Joe the car guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Fort Dodge with a big top half of the 6th inning. They lead 4-1. Start off with a bunt, surprise bunt, and then they get the Centennial infield all out of whack, and the error, another bunt, and a pass ball. Lead to 4 runs there in the top of the 6th. Sydney Morris going to try to start things off again for Centennial. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Swing and a miss for strike 1. It's a tall task to try to scratch out 3 more runs with 6 outs remaining here if you're Centennial. That pitch swung on. Well, there's a good start. Morris pushes that one into the gap in center field. Morris actually going to lead off with a double here. She's going to be in safe at second base as she legs out a double into right center field.
Sydney Morris with a leadoff double in the bottom of the 6th.
Don't count the Jaguars out yet, but man, have not seen too many mistakes out of Jalen Adams tonight. But Clunder got all of that one into the gap in right center. Clunder goes to try to lay down the bunt, and that ball is thrown out into right center, left center field, but quickly there to back it up is Sophia Klinger. I'm not sure where that ball was meant to go. It had everybody rotating there as Clunder did offer with a bunt. 0-1 the count. She swings on that one. That's going to be popped up right over there to Mariah Myers, who makes a play in foul territory for the out. And that'll bring up Lauren Gustafson, the designated player. She is 1 for 2 tonight at a single in the 2nd inning to lead things off and struck out in the 4th. Pitches swung on and missed for strike 1. So 2 errors for Centennial has been huge tonight. That pitch is swung on and fouled back into the concrete again. Surprised a couple fans back there, and now Gustafson behind in the count from Adams. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, blew it by her for strike 3.
Gustafson strikes out for the 2nd out in the bottom of the 6th.
9 strikeouts tonight for Jalen Adams. Addie Starr up now. Flew out to 3rd base, her first at bat, and struck out looking later on. Starr swings on that one, is lined right to the shortstop for out number 3. And we head to the 7th. Fort Dodge. Big 6th inning. They lead 4-1.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
So Chloe Wirtz going to try to put some more insurance runs up for Fort Dodge here in the top of the 7th. Pops that one up right in the middle of the infield, and Anna Christensen comes over and gets the 1 pitch, 1 out to start things off there.
Christensen for the 1st out. Now hitting for the Dodgers, number 8, Lydia Lara.
And they go back with, they're going to stick with Klinger here in the lineup. Klinger 0 for 2 on the night. Pitch is low for ball 1. And Sam Klug has been outstanding tonight, but a couple bunts and a couple errors, and Fort Dodge able to knock him in. That small ball, man, once you get that first batter on, you can really create, and that's what Fort Dodge did with creating some havoc on the base paths tonight. Very aggressive there, too. Pitch misses in 3-0. I think that's the only time we've seen Sam Klug with a 3-0 count on her tonight. That pitch misses low. No, he does call that a strike to Klinger, so 3-1 the count. That pitch swung on and it gets inside the bases over there on third base for a hit for Sophia Klinger. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, Haley Wills, and she was the one that got everything started in the top of the 6th when she surprised everyone with a bunt, pushed it right in the gap between first and second. She's certainly a threat to do that again. She does. She does that right to the pitcher, Sam Klug, throws it over to Christensen for the out, and they try to quickly throw back to try to knock out Klinger over there at second. Do not get her, but that brings us back to Jalen Adams. And Adams, you know, the interesting part was they got her out. The top hitter in this lineup, they got her out, but then it was Bennett and Myers that did the damage. That pitch swung on and missed. Adams 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch misses outside. The pitch is lifted out there into left field, and the wind pushed it foul as Morris was giving chase. And ahead in the count once again, Klug. Man, if Klug found a way to get Adams out all 4 at-bats tonight, that'd be a very impressive feat. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. 2-2 the count. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Centennial will come up with a 7, 8, and 9 batters in their order as they will try to push 3 across in the bottom of the 7th. Well, 3 as of now. Full count to Jalen Adams. Pitch misses low and away. And that'll bring up Tori Bennett. I believe they're going to get a courtesy runner in for Adams. See who they go with there. So number 14, Peggy Elsbecker. Elsbecker has not stolen any bases yet this year for Fort Dodge. But that'll bring up Tori Bennett, who is 1 for 2 on the night. Pitch is in the gap between Starr as they come home with it. A nice shot from Morris, and they get her out. Sydney Morris with a gun from left field fires it to Schultz. And they're able to get out Sophia Klinger coming around. What a shot. We knew Fort Dodge was aggressive on the bases, and that ball was right on the money from Morris. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Fort Dodge 3 outs away from winning this one. It's 4-1.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
You see on the replay there coming out the shot from Morris. She put it right on the money. Schultz able to get the tag on Klinger. And they got the out. Centennial, though, needing 3 runs here to try to keep this thing going against number 1 Fort Dodge. 6 shutout innings, but all it took was 4 in the 6th. As James gets her 2nd hit of the night. Pushes that one right up the middle. And Fort Dodge always throws behind those runners, man. You got to be ready to go for that. And that'll bring up Allie Edwards. No, let's see here. Yes, it is Allie Edwards coming up to bat.
Now hitting number 27.
Edwards has struck out both times she's been up to bat tonight. Centennial going to try to figure out how to get a few across. Edwards swing and a miss as that bat gets through the zone really quick. Kenzie James 2 for 3 on the night. Center fielder. Edwards takes a big cut at that one. James back in safe at first off the snap throw from Doster. Man, she gets rid of that ball in a hurry. So Allie Edwards 0-2 count. Just pitch from Adams, high and tight. Ball one. She likes to put it there. We've seen that a few times. 1-2. Edwards swinging a miss. Strike 3 goes down for the third time tonight. Going to bring up freshman Peyton Drefke. Drefke 0 for 2 on the night. Struck out early on and then grounded out to shortstop in her last at bat. Centennial tries to keep things alive. The tying run is over there in the circle. Drefke watches that first pitch low. Drefke swing and a miss. Strike 1. As Adams wants to go again. Drefke shows bunt, pops it up foul back here. Three different times tonight. Centennial, actually 4 different times tonight. Centennial's got their leadoff batter on, but not able to push any across. 1-2 the count to Drefke. Watches that pitch low for ball 2. Two the count with James at first. Pitch is fouled off her face mask. Gonna check on her to make sure she's all right. They're gonna allow her to talk to her coach. Mike Bell talks to her as well. She gives the nod that she's okay, and we play on. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Drefke. Outside corner, strike 3.
Drefke goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Go back to the
and we're back at the top of the order now with Ella Schultz. Schultz, 2 walks and a home run tonight for her. She got all of a shot. That pitch misses outside in the 5th. With James on first. Schultz, big cut. Misses that one. 1-1. Jalen Adams with 11 strikeouts tonight. Not bad in 21 outs. 1-2. Fort Dodge trying to complete this game 1 win. Here's a pitch. And called strike on the inside corner. Adams does an outstanding job of that, as tonight she got 5. Jaguars looking. Dodgers scored 4 runs, all in the 6th inning. Top of 6. Started off with a bunt. Excuse me, I'll get back to my notes here. They got that with 6 hits. They got a bunch of those in the 4th inning. Started off with Haley Wills, a surprise bunt. Then Tori Bennett came up. She got a bunt. Mariah Myers came up, and she got a hit. Scored the first run of the night for Fort Dodge. And then Martina Lowry came up, another bunt. That got things all out of whack. Ball got tossed out into right field. Scored a run, and then on a pass ball, 2 more runs scored, and that's how Fort Dodge did all their damage. 6 runs, they out-hit Centennial 6 hits to 5. 4 runs. 4-1 was the final. They out-hit Centennial 6-5, and Centennial had 2 errors, both of those in the 6th inning. We'll take about a half-hour break, get our lineup set for game number 2, and be back with that one right after this.
vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
first base this game. Batting third and designated player number 20, Mariah Myers. Hitting cleanup number 4, second baseman Martina Lowry. Batting fifth and catching number 11, Kristen Dawson. Batting sixth and playing right field number 5, Maya Davis. In the seventh spot, the left fielder number 10, Chloe Works. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 2, Haley Wills. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 1, Sophia Klinger. Flex player and pitcher for game number 2 for the Dodgers, number 8, Lydia Lara. For Centennial, they'll lead off with number 7, the catcher Ella Schultz. Batting second and playing second base, number 14, Anna Christensen. Batting third and playing left field, number 28, Sydney Morris. Batting fourth and pitching, number 29, Lauren Gustafson. In the fifth spot, number 15, the center fielder, Mackenzie James. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 19, Lizzie Plunder. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 12, Addie Starr. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 33, Kaylin Blum. Batting ninth, a designated player, number 10, Jenna Wendt. And the flex player, number 13, playing right field, Morgan Severside.
And after Fort Dodge won Game 1 4-1, we are out here for Game 2 right now as the sun definitely becoming a factor out there in left center field for the center fielders, at least till the shadows reach their way out there, which they likely will by the end of the game, although if it goes as fast as that first game goes, maybe not. As that was a quick game, an awesome pitchers duel up through 5 1/3 innings. It was 1-0 Centennial on an Ella Schultz home run. And then a quick bunt hit and a couple bunts and more bunts, a couple errors. And Fort Dodge put up 4 in the top of the 6th, and they end up winning that game 4-1 and will likely keep their number 1 ranking as they move to 6-2 on the year there. Lauren Gustafson in the hill on the circle to start things off for Centennial, and a little change up in the lineup. Tori Bennett, the shortstop, will lead things off for Fort Dodge. That ball is flared out there into center field, and Mackenzie James, covered a lot of ground, makes the play out in center.
Bennett flies out to Mackenzie James.
And that'll bring up Jalen Adams, who was so great. -1 pitch in that first game tonight. She will be playing first base, though, tonight. Adams will, in this game number 2. Was batting over 500 as she came into this doubleheader tonight. However, she went 0 for 3 in that first game, so that will have gone down a little bit, and don't ask me to do that math on the fly here tonight. Lauren Gustafson, the Game 2 starter for Centennial here tonight, had her first start of the year on Saturday against top 15 team in Bettendorf. Outstanding, a 3-hit shutout for the lefty. Just a sophomore, goes high with that one. Throws hard, has nice movement, and it's a little bit different release point coming from the left side. The southpaw. Which works out pretty well to color that here on the north side at Centennial, as she has got her left arm pointed almost straight south. 1-2 the count to Adams. Goes across the inside corner of the off speed, gets Jalen Adams struck out. Jalen Adams, coming into tonight, had just struck out 1 time on the year, and that was the 3rd time tonight she struck out. And we move now to Mariah Myers. Just an 8th grader who also came into the game batting over 500. And she kept it that way. That's a towering fly ball to left field. Morris is there and makes the grab. Toyed with her a little bit once it got up in the wind, but she makes the play. 3 up, 3 down for Fort Dodge in the top of the first.
Myers flies.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
So Lydia Lara will get her her third appearance. She has not started a game yet tonight, or this season for Fort Dodge. She will get her first start tonight. She is 0-1 on the year in 7 innings pitched. Has a .324 batting average against her and is an earned run average of 10, which is a little skewed because she has pitched in 2 different games and average about 3.5 innings a game. So there are 2 other pitchers on the roster besides Jalen Adams, Haley Wills, and Lucy Porter. Not sure if we will see them tonight, but would not be surprised to see with no other games until Saturday against 4A number 1 winner set for Fort Dodge. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple pitchers used here in game number 2 tonight. Ella Schultz will start things off here for Centennial. She had a great game 1, walked twice, had a solo home run. Pretty efficient there tonight. Watches that first pitch inside for strike 1. That sun is right in the face of the shortstop right now. See everybody protecting their eyes. Off-speed pitch lined out there into left field. Ella Schultz continues her tear tonight on base for the 4th out of 5th time here on the evening.
Leadoff single for Ella Schultz.
And Centennial had not much problem at all in that first game. They got 4 different times they had the leadoff batter on, but were not able to get them any further. And they do it once again here in the second game. We're going to get some different sunglasses out there to Wirtz out in left field. Chloe Wirtz. Chloe Wirtz is out there in left. Klinger in center, Davis in right. Wills at third, Bennett at short, Lowry at second, Adams at first, Doster again behind the plate. Christensen shows bunt, pulls it back for ball 1. Shows that bunt again, pulls it back again. 2-0 the count. You see Christensen try to square one up here. Weighs that one down. It goes up to Lara, who whips it over to Adams. And again, they get rid of that ball in a hurry. They have no problem throwing behind the runners. They've done it a bunch. Haven't got anybody out doing that yet, but it certainly keeps everybody close to the base. And that'll bring up Sydney Morris in the first game tonight. Morris had a double in the 6th. That was her only hit on a 1-for-3 game 1. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Be very curious to see tonight. That sun, those fielders would not mind if that sun went down in a hurry. Everybody shading their eyes out there. Morris looked like it was a low pitch. So the pitch is coming out of the sun into the shadows. So maybe a little bit difficult to pick up. Also across the shadows of the backstop, as those poles create a bunch of different sections out there on the field, as you can see. turn it into a grid out there. 3-0 the pitch. As Morris watches that one right down the middle. For the first time with the leadoff batter on, though, Centennial has been able to get that leadoff batter to second base tonight. We start off this game number 2. Morris watches that pitch outside. And Lauren Gustafson with a chance to help her own cause right now.
Bring up the cleanup hitter, the pitcher,
Gus batting cleanup right now, more from just her ability to make contact, not really a power hitter. She fouls that one off the fence. Gus comes into this game tonight batting, or to this doubleheader batting .417. In game 1, she was 1 for 3. I think we're going to get a courtesy runner out there at second base for Schultz. It's going to be Claire Suarez heads out. Didn't know if we would see her Belzer running tonight. 0-1 the count to the one they call the, excuse me, that is Gustafson. I was thinking it was Morris. Morris is already there at first. So Suarez at second, Morris at first, and Gus, the pitcher, with a chance to draw first blood here for Centennial. And she does, lines that one. That could be extra bases. Gustafson puts that one down to the corner. It's going to score 1. And that holds everybody up at second and third. Gustafson stays hot. Gets herself a double.
Lauren Gustafson helps herself with a double.
And that'll bring up Mackenzie James, who was hot in the first game as well. James, after a great weekend,
moving Sydney Morris to third base.
Got her average up to 250.
That brings up number 15.
And in game 1, she was 2 for 3, so that'll bump that up as well. And we've got Hannah McSparron in to run at second base.
Hannah McSparron is the
as
runner for
the Jaguars continue to try to keep their base runner streak going right now, with McSparron at second and Morris over at third. James pitch swung on. That's a little flare to center. It is caught out there. Coming in hard as Klinger, and she releases it home and holds the runners. Just not quite enough to it. Klinger read it perfect off the bat.
James flies to,
and that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder.
First baseman Lizzie Klunder.
And she's got some power behind her as well. Klunder watches that first pitch for strike 1. Coming from the sunlight into the shadow. With about 10 feet left, that hits shadow coming in. Klunder right over there, and a nice play by Haley Wills. Lines out to third base. And Lara gets herself out of a jam at 2 runners on in scoring position with just 1 out, and gets herself out of it. 1-0 Jags to the top of the second.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Martina Lowry leading things off for Fort Dodge. Here in the top of the second, she was 1 for 3 in that first game tonight. Gustafson brings that one across the plate. A little natural curveball movement, which coming from the lefty mimics a screwball from a right-handed pitcher. Gustafson throwing hard. Gets that one by Lowry. Gustafson spent a good portion of last year pitching JV and didn't quite know, and that one gets pushed through the gap. Actually, they may try to get the out at first, and not quite in time as Seversite came up gunning over to Klunder as Gustafson gives up her first hit of the night.
The leadoff single for Martina Lowry. Now hitting number 11, the catcher, Tristan Doster.
And Doster coming up to bat now. Tristan, the catcher, will move on to play at Iowa. An excellent defensive catcher. Also swings a pretty good bat. Pitch swung on, goes high and tight for Gus. So we've seen some really, really good pitching tonight out of both of these squads. Runner goes, they pick it up, throw over to first. Klunder throws it to Christensen, they get the out. And the sacrifice is going to move Lowry over to second base.
Doster sacrifice bunts Lowry to second base for first out.
And Maya Davis now will come up.
Maya Davis.
Davis is playing right field in this game, did in that first game as well. She was 0 for 3 in that first game. However, she did she'd come into this game. Davis did batting .429 or coming into this doubleheader tonight. She misses on the bunt attempt on that first pitch. Again, I'm not even sure bunting is something Fort Dodge likes to do a whole lot of, but it sure was effective when they got that runner on to start the sixth. In the last game, they scored 4 runs from it. Runner goes, and no one's there to cover. And doesn't even draw a throw. As Lowry moves over to third, they don't need to even worry about sacrificing her, but Davis watches the pitch as well, and it's 1-1. They show bunt this time. They're coming home on the squeeze. They're going to go to first, and she's safe. Over there at first. Fort Dodge on those bunts. They have been outstanding pushing runners around tonight.
For Maya Davis scores Martina Lowry.
And that ties the game at 1 apiece. Already get the feeling this one will be a little bit different than game 1, where we didn't see any runs scored till the 5th inning. Fort Dodge likes to push those runners around with a bunt. They show again. This time they put it down, and they're going to throw over to first. Gustafson does to Christensen, and she hangs on to it. And they throw over to third, and Fort Dodge being very aggressive. Here they go again. If Fort Dodge aggressive on the bases, puts another one across. Christensen coming off of first. I'm not sure if she came off and felt like she needed to tag the runner or what happened, but she went back to tag the runner, and that allowed Davis to move over to third, and then the throw allowed her to come home, and no hesitation whatsoever. Fort Dodge just continues to run all the way around the bases. Now 2 outs. That pitch is high and tight, and this is going to be Klinger batting right now. And she puts that over to Starr. Starr fires it across for the out in time. But Fort Dodge, a little crooked number there. 2-1 they lead as we head to the bottom of the second.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
All right, Back here ready to go again. Lara comes back out to pitch for Fort Dodge in this inning number 2. Centennial got a couple hits off her in inning number 1, and then the defense rose up and made some plays behind her.
Leading off for Centennial in the bottom half of the second, number 12, the shortstop, Addie Starr.
Addie Starr, freshman. Will lead things off for Centennial here. Starr in game number 1 was 0 for 3. She watches that pitch low for ball 1. As the wind continues to blow kind of in our face, really thankful that. And Starr, the swinging bunt over there to Willis at third base, and they say dead ball. It hit Starr in the box. Said it went off her foot. She didn't think it did either. Mike Bell comes in and says, no, it was a dead ball, and that makes the count 1-1. Wind has picked up quite a bit. Very thankful it's not Friday night where it was about 45 degrees at this point. Starr lets that pitch bounce up across the plate for ball 2. That pitch misses high. 3-1 the count to Starr. We'll be looking for a fastball right here. Here comes the pitch from Lara. Misses inside. Starr draws the leadoff walk.
Addie Starr coaches a leadoff walk in the second inning.
Kaylin Quam, who's playing third base right now, will come up next. Quam also has appeared in 3 games so far this year for Centennial. His record dropped to 4-2 after that first game. Batting 167, misses on the bunt right now. Starr back to first. Draws the throw, as pretty much everything does from Fort Dodge. As Doster has no problem whipping that ball to any base she sees a runner off of. Quam swung on, fouled off. Oh, 0-2 the count to Quam. Pitch misses on the inside corner. That pitch swung on, pushed out into right center field, and a nice play made out there by Klinger, and she fires it back to first for the double play. Starr thought it was going to drop, but Klinger made a great play, whipped it back to first, and they get a double play out of it. Does not end the inning, as that was just 2 outs, but a really nice play made out there by Klinger in center.
Sophia Klinger, as she doubles up Starr at first base.
And that will bring up Jenna Wendt, who will be batting right now. She's a designated player in this one. Wendt puts that in the gap, so Wendt's going to fire ahead to first as fast as she can and beats the throw from Davis to Adams, and Wendt's on with a hit. And that'll bring back up Ella Schultz at the top of the order for the Jaguars. Ella's been on base 4 out of the 5 times she's been up tonight. Watches that pitch low for ball 1. Pitch is inside, ball 2. Twice she's walked this evening in this doubleheader, twice in the first game. There's a little communication over there between Willis over there at third, talks to her pitcher Lara. That pitch is fouled off right over to Willis. comes a 2-1 pitch as the wind continues to blow in, and Wentz back over there to first, and she is safe. And that was very close. Man, with Doster back there, you just cannot be very aggressive on the base paths. Man, I thought that was close. Adams sure sold it over there at first off the snap throw, but here it is 3-1 to Schultz. That is a high pitch for ball 4. Free pass for Schultz. 5 out of 6 times tonight she's been on base. Continues her hot streak. And we're going to have a little discussion out there in the circle as Christensen has not been on base much tonight. In fact, she's 0 for 3 tonight, however, or 0 for 4 tonight, excuse me. 0 for 3 was a sacrifice in the first at-bat of this game, but Christensen batting well over 400 on the year, so certainly ready to do some damage. And it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner in at second base, so Went is the designated player for Seversike, so she can come in and they can re-enter for each other. And then it looks like Claire Suarez coming in to run at first for Schultz. So a couple extra runners in, so we'll try to keep them straight as they come around. And that brings up Anna Christensen. 2 outs here, bottom of the second. Pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Two hits for Centennial, 3 for Fort Dodge. That pitch misses outside, and the snap throw back to first once again, keeping those runners close. Doster. Lara, after a walk, now 2-0 in the count to Christensen. That pitch is high. Lydia Lara, the pitcher for Fort Dodge. That pitch misses inside. Loads the bases for the one they call the Kid. Sid the Kid Morris.
Loading the bases. Bringing up number 28, the left fielder, Sydney Morris.
And Morris walked in her first at-bat. Lara, sophomore, pitching for Fort Dodge. She's now up to 8 innings on the year. 8 2/3 as Morris pushes that one into center. That's going to score a 1. Coming home, the throw is off target. Suarez scores as well. Ball rolls all the way around again, and Adams here, they try to go back over to pick her off. Fort Dodge, all sorts of confidence to throw back on the runners, but Seversike and Suarez score off the hit, off the single by Morris. And Christensen moves over to third. Morris on the throw moves herself to second base, and that brings up Lauren Gustafson, who in the first inning had a double. Another chance to help her own cause here tonight. Centennial takes the lead 3-2. Gustafson puts that one, a long fly ball to left center. Gone! Lauren Gustafson, a 3-run bomb, gets all of that one. Touch them all, kid. Gives Centennial now a 5-2 lead. Actually make it 6-2. Watch the replay here as Gustafson picked out that pitch and absolutely gave it a ride. No doubt about that one. A shot right over the flagpole out there in left center field. A bomb for her first of the year. More importantly, the 3-run shot puts Centennial ahead 6-2. And there's going to be a pitching change for Fort Dodge. So as Fort Dodge brings in their next pitcher to warm up, it looks like they're going to bring in Lucy Porter, an 8th grader. And as they do that, we will take a break as well, and we'll be back with her first pitch right after this. Just 30 seconds.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hitting for the Jaguars, number 15, the center fielder, Mackenzie James.
And we're back here with Lucy Porter, the 8th grader, pitching now as a long bomb for Lauren Gustafson, the pitcher, helping her own cause tonight. 3-run shot makes it 6-2 Centennial here in the bottom of the second. All the damage done with 2 outs as Jenna went a little single out into right field. Schultz drew a walk. Christensen drew a walk. Morris a single. And Gustafson clears the bases with a home run. And this is Mackenzie James. Watches that for a strike. James flew out to center field in her first at-bat tonight. Big inning so far here for Centennial. Again, all with 2 outs. James watches that pitch high and tight. Lucy Porter on the year has appeared in 1 game. She is 1-0. Has not given up any runs so far this year. And allows just under 1 base runner per inning. So a couple 8th graders here appearing for the number 1 Dodgers in this doubleheader tonight. James just foul down there left field line. And the walk drawn for Mackenzie James.
James walks, bringing up number 19, Lizzie Klunder.
And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder. Klunder lined out to third base in her first at-bat. She pops that one up right back over us in the press box, straight back. And put some scuff on that softball. Centennial with their 6th base runner of this inning with 2 outs. Pitch is a strike to Klunder. A double play early on in the inning. That seems like a long time ago right now for Fort Dodge. As Klunder pushes that one through the gap. Great effort over there by Lowry. Runners hold, and another hit for Centennial, and that'll bring up Addie Starr.
Klunder with a base hit, moves James.
Starr walked in her first at-bat. She led off this inning. So Centennial
Number 12, Addie
brings their 10th batter to the plate here in the bottom of the second. The first 2 runners of the inning were out. Centennial now has batted 8 batters with 2 outs. Starr fouls that one back. Maybe another chance for me to make a play. Nope. It's the crowd enjoying watching the foul balls try to find their low spot to drop into the crowd. 1-1 the count to Starr here with 2 outs. Pitches outside for ball 2. Kaylin Quam waiting up next. And Quam was robbed of a hit, actually, in this inning. That's what led to the double play, because Klinger out there in center, Sophia Klinger made an outstanding play and doubled Starr off first base, and those were the first two batters of the inning. And Centennial has since sent to the plate Went, Schultz, Christensen, Morris, Gustafson, James, Klunder, and now back again with Addie Starr. Runners on first and second. That pitch is lost up high. She went with a little bit of a change up there. 3-1 now the count to Starr, who's looking for one to be grooved to her right now, and she can certainly make them pay. 3-1 pitch from Porter. Swung on right up the middle. Starr lines that one, coming around to score. There's going to be a play at the plate, and out at the plate. Coming home is Mackenzie James. A great throw. Once again, Sophia Klinger out there in center field. Everything behind that one in guns. James out at the plate. We move, though, after Centennial does a lot of damage. We move to the top of the third. 6-2 Jaguars.
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Haley Wills.
Haley Wills up to bat right now for Fort Dodge. That pitch misses outside. Actually is called for a strike. Tom Schweers says it caught the corner. That pitch is lined up over there to Christensen, who waits right underneath it for the first out of the inning.
Wills pops out to Christensen to go back to the top of the order, number 9, Tori Bennett.
Bennett back up to the top of the order. She fouls that one off. Bennett flew out to center field in the first out of the game. Mackenzie James made a nice play out there. Gustafson comes with a little bit of an off-speed pitch. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. All fouled off as she continues to work that outside corner hard. Lauren Gustafson, who has helped her own cause a ton tonight with a double and a 3-run home run. Those change-up outside misses as well there. 2-2 the count. Gustafson came in tonight batting .417. As that pitch just misses. She was 1 for 3 in the first game and now 2 for 2 in this one. So she has raised that .417 batting average already tonight. That pitch catches the outside corner. Gets Bennett looking. Gus gets her second strikeout of the night. Jaguars have pounded out 7 hits through 2 innings so far. Back to Jalen Adams, who struck out looking in her first at-bat. Pitch misses outside. Just some natural movement on Gustafson's ball. Really coming across. Works it from the first base side to the third base side. Adams shows bunt on the off-speed. Not sure where that one missed. She pulled back. Adams, future University of Iowa Hawkeye player. I would assume that pitching would be in her future. She was so good in that game 1. 1 bad pitch. Ella Schultz took it to left field, deep. That pitch catches outside for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Excuse me, strike 2. 2-2-2. That's where all the youngsters shake what they got. Here's a pitch, swung on and popped up once again over top. And that bounces into the baseball stands. 2-2-2 once again. As Adams squares her up. Pitch swung on and fouled off once again over into the baseball field. Field is oriented here at Centennial where the right field of the baseball runs parallel to the left field of softball, and they share a lot of balls between the two fields. And that pitch misses inside. He's going to load up the count. Schultz scrubs off some of the dirt from that one. Full count, 2 outs. Pitch swung on and fouled over there to Quam. Andy Adams makes the play with her foot. Fort Dodge, longtime coach, has been there over 20 years. Does an outstanding job with the Dodger program, the Fort Dodge Pride, their club. That pitch misses high and draws the walk for her daughter, Jalen. Just a junior. Andy Adams says she's getting messages from the 8-year-olds playing 8U that they can't wait to play for her. Loves how she's got great involvement in all the programs heading up through. Knows who a lot of the up-and-comers are. Fort Dodge very isolated up where they're at, but they continue to crank out powerhouse softball programs under Coach Andy Adams. And speaking of up-and-comers, Mariah Myers, just an 8th grader, came into tonight batting over 500. That's evened up right now, right at 500. One of 2 8th graders getting a lot of time for the Dodgers. That pitch swung on right over there to Quam. Quam goes to pick off the leadoff runner. Doesn't matter. There was 2 outs anyway. And she gets her, and no runs come across for Fort Dodge. We head to the Centennial half of the third. 6-2 Jaguars.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Lucy Porter back out to pitch. Here I did not keep track of who all the different runs are assigned to. I'm pretty sure they were all the runs so far are earned, and they all will get charged to Lydia Lara. And Lucy Porter came out and got the last out of the inning before, and Kaylin Quam will lead things off, the hard-hitting third baseman. Quam goes to check her swing. Wishes she wouldn't have as she fouls it off there down the first base side of home plate. Bottom of the third here. Centennial leading 6-2. They've got 7 hits tonight. Oh, the off-speed pitch. And here's the deal. Porter doesn't throw incredibly hard, but that pitch has such a weird look to it. Looks like it's coming in awfully hard, and that makes her fastball seem that much faster. She goes back to the fastball. Quam once again checks her swing and fouls it off. Oh, 2 the count. Wouldn't be surprised to see Porter go back to that changeup once again. She goes high and tight with a fastball. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Quam fouls it off. There she used that changeup again. Quam sits on it. It's just got a weird path to it because it goes up and down. It's the the old rise sink, or drop ball as they call it in softball. But the ball is changing planes big time as it comes in. Hard to get a beat on that. Fastball, that pitch, Quam, pops it up in the air over there to Chloe Wirtz, who takes a couple steps to her right and makes the play for out number 1 of this inning, and that brings up Jenna Wendt. Wendt was the one who got that big second inning started with 2 outs. She had a single out into right field. That led to 9 more batters seeing the plate. Wendt, the senior. That changeup catches the outside as well. She throws that pitch a lot, and so far has kept the Centennial hitters off balance. Comes back with a fastball, upper 50s, I'd say. Not super slow, but not the pop we've seen some other pitchers come with. Just an 8th grader is Porter, but she loves that changeup. A lot of control with it. Has hit her spots with it. Brings a fastball in the outside corner there. But they both come in on the same plane, but that changeup drops off the table. One, 2 the count. Changeup again. Wendt pops it up over there to Haley Wills over at third base. Makes the play about 10 feet behind the bag. And back to the top of the order with Ella Schultz. Schultz with a single and a walk. Here tonight. Schultz has been on base 5 out of the 6 times that she's been to the plate tonight. Fastball for strike 1. Fastball with a little bit of movement in on the hands of a right-handed batter. Not a ton, but enough. There's that changeup. And I tell you what, when that comes out of her hand, that looks just like her fastball. She has got an incredible grip on that thing to have the control that she's got. Nice pitching so far tonight from Porter. 0-2 the count to Schultz. Fastball, Schultz hacks at it down the left field line. I'd be surprised to see one of those trying the outside corner from Porter. See where Doster sets her up. Doster's going to work it outside again. Change up, swung on. Schultz pops it up. Deep fly ball back there. Getting it is Wirtz, makes the play, and that change up keeping Centennial off balance. We move to the top of the 4th, 6-2 Jaguars.
Flies out to Wirtz for the third out.
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Got Kansas rocking on the PA right now. Bringing back the hits of the 70s, the 80s, and today here on the north side of Ankeny tonight. As the Jaguars lead Fort Dodge 6-2. Lucy Porter's come in and got 4 straight outs as the 8th graders come off the bench for Fort Dodge as they continue to look for that Game 2 starter, and she's making a strong case for herself tonight. Martina Lowry, who had a hit in her first at-bat tonight from Lauren Gustafson. Gustafson has given up just 2 hits, has led to 2 Fort Dodge runs. Goes off speed, misses just outside. Gustafson misses that one high. The more I have to say, I might just have to start calling her Gus. The more I have to say Gustafson, the more I'm probably going to screw that one up eventually. 2-1 the count. That pitch misses just up in the zone as well. 3-1 the count now to Martina Lowry. Gus, the lefty. Pitch. The outside third of the plate for strike 2, loads up the count. Pitch knifed out there into left field. Morris goes down to get it, and a leadoff hit for Fort Dodge here in the top of the 4th. Lowry 2 for 2 now on the evening. That'll bring up Tristan Doster, who had a sacrifice in her first at-bat tonight. That first game tonight, Fort Dodge, it was everything that was advertised. There through about 5 innings. Ella Schultz hit a home run in the bottom of the 5th, and then Fort Dodge exploded. And I say exploded, but they picked their way through 4 runs there as that ball's popped up over there. Lizzie Klunder avoids the first base bag to make the play. Now in that first game, though, Fort Dodge kind of manufactured their way through 4 runs, got a base runner on in the top of the 6th, and before you know it, bunting around, got Centennial throwing it around a little bit, and that was the final. 4 runs is all they needed. Won that game 4-1. As up to bat right now is Mariah Davis. Davis swings and misses that first pitch. In the field for Centennial, Kaylin Quam over there playing third base right now. She did not play in game 1, but the rest of the lineup very similar, as the slap attempt from Davis is fouled off. Looks like we do have Seversyke out there playing for Drefke there in right field. A lot of fans here tonight. A lot of Centennial fans out supporting their team, and of course everyone wants to see the... Oh boy, there's some trouble there as Quam takes that hit and throws it out into center field, and they're going to try to pick off the runner at third, and they get her at third, but the run does score. As Quam tried to pick off the leadoff runner, Christensen was coming over. And that error is going to score a run, but they do get Davis trying to get to third base. And that leaves nobody on now.
Now hitting number 10, Chloe Wirtz.
And bring up Wirtz. Wirtz grounded out to the pitcher in her first at-bat tonight. Ball's fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 from Gustafson to Wirtz. Pitch swung on and fouled off over there into the warm-up batting cages of Centennial. And strike 3 to Wirtz. Got 1 run off a hit and another Centennial error. We move to the bottom of the 4th, 6-3 Jaguars.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
So Centennial trying to solve the puzzle that is 8th grader Lucy Porter for Fort Dodge. She's been outstanding since she came in the game, has retired 4 straight batters after
Leading off for the Jags and
the Jaguars touched starter Lydia Lara for 6 runs in 2 innings, well 1 2/3 actually, and got 7 hits off her. This is Anna Christensen. She watches the first pitch, the changeup for a strike. And that's the pitch that has these Centennial hitters, for lack of a better term, baffled right now. She throws it so much, but it comes in looking just like the fastball. She comes back to the low fastball, evens up the count at 1-1. Anna Christensen walked in the last inning, had a sacrifice in the first. That changeup comes in upstairs, part of the strike zone for strike 2. 1-2 the count. One and two the count to Christensen. Fastball in, Christensen, high fly ball to left field, back deep is Wirtz, and makes a play over her head. And that's what that changeup has induced a lot of, those fly balls to the left side.
Left fielder Wirtz for the first out in the bottom of the 4th.
Since she has come in, it's been a fly ball to left, fly ball to third, fly ball to third, fly ball to left. That's all we continue to see. Been some hard hit ones. That changeup misses upstairs at first to Sydney Morris. Been on base both times she's been at the bat here in this second game. The shadows creep longer over the field. Comes back with a fastball, which looks a lot faster. 1-1 the count from Porter to Morris. No center fielder out there, Klinger. Change up once again, outside corner, misses. Klinger cannot wait for the shadow of the press box to shield her from that sun. This whole second game, it's been right in her face. 2-1 the count. Morris gets a lot of that one, just fouled over there on the left side. 2-2 the count. Look for a changeup once again. There it is. Morris sits on it, pops it up once again to that side of the infield. Coming over and making the plays, Tori Bennett. Not sure they could hit this many pop flies if they wanted to.
Morris pops up to Bennett for the second Centennial out. Bringing up number 29, the pitcher, Lauren Gustafson.
And that'll bring up Gustafson. Gustafson was the one to blame for Porter coming into the game after she hit a 3-run bomb in the second inning. That chased out Lydia Lara. Changeup is what they lead off with to Gustafson for a ball. Just the natural movement of that changeup, though, is it's getting all sorts of easy pop flies. Fastball in on the hands. Gustafson with a big swing for strike 1. Fort Dodge will be off until Saturday, where they will go to 4A number 1 Winterset, who's undefeated on the year. That changeup misses low. Winterset 7-0 heading into tonight. The Huskies having a great start to their year. And Centennial will head down to West Des Moines tomorrow night as Gustafson fouls that back off over us. Centennial will be at Valley tomorrow night. And that game will be right here on CISN. So I believe Hunter Phillips will have the call over there from Valley Stadium. Oh, Trent Condon will have the call tomorrow night. Gustafson goes down swinging. No runs, no hits. For Centennial, we head to the top of the 5th, 6-3 Jags.
Centennial goes 3 up.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
All right, we're back here.
Leading off the top half of the fifth for Fort Dodge, number 1.
As Fort Dodge will bring Klinger, the center fielder, up to the plate here to start the 5th inning. First pitch outside, corner, strike 1. Okay, so we're not quite sure on tomorrow night what the situation is. We know for sure we've got baseball, Centennial Valley baseball. Not quite sure on the softball yet, as Gustafson comes back with a little changeup of her own. Makes the count 0-2. We'll wait for confirmation if we do indeed have that game tomorrow night. Gustafson goes upstairs. You can always check our CISN social media, Facebook and Twitter, for what games we've got that night. And we can also check out our YouTube page. Just look for CISN, Central Iowa Sports Network there.
Number 2, Haley Will.
And that gets Klinger. 3rd strikeout of the night for Gustafson, and that'll bring up Wills, third baseman. She flew out to Anna Christensen over there at second in her first at-bat. That pitch spins Wills around at the face. Is strike 1. Gustafson working different levels. Not as much inside-outside as she is up and down. She's at good location tonight. 3 runs, 3 hits. That ball is lunged at out there into center field, and James, looking right into the sun, makes the play for out number 2, and that brings us back to the top of the order. Tori Bennett, who's 0 for 2 in this one.
To the top of the order for Fort Dodge, and number 9, Tori Bennett.
Bennett flew out to center field for the first out of the game and then struck out looking in her second at-bat 2 innings ago. Nobody on. That one's to Starr up the middle. Starr comes across, makes the play across the field to Klunder. 3 up, 3 down for Fort Dodge. At the bottom of the 5th, 6-3, Centennial in the lead.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
And we're back here as Porter the Puzzler continues to work in the circle for Fort Dodge. Lucy Porter has just been great since coming into the game, the 8th grader for Fort Dodge. As Coach Adams continues to look for that Game 2 starter, Porter making a strong bid for it here tonight, is changing her speeds, changing her planes, making things very difficult on the Centennial hitters. She goes changeup, leads it off with it. And that's what she doesn't just go to that changeup as her leadoff or as her finishing pitch. She'll lead with it. She'll throw it when it's 3-1. I mean, she will use that thing whenever, and that's what's kept everybody off balance. Goes fastball. James over there to Wills. Wills across to Adams. And out number 1 of the inning for the Dodgers. And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder.
Number 19, Lizzie Klunder.
Klunder had a single in that big second inning to keep things going for the Jaguars. It was one of the first times that Porter lost her pitch on that changeup. Went a little too high for her. Comes back with a screwball high and tight. Like Haley Wills does a nice job. She is staying in the ear the whole time of Lucy Porter. The older Wills, a junior, continues to stay right there in the ear. And that time, getting underneath it again quite a bit is Klunder, and a pop-up out there to Klinger, who's underneath it in center field. So 8 batters seen and 8 batters down for Lucy Porter. 6 of those have gone out with a pop-out. Addie Starr up, watches a changeup for strike 1. Man, Porter just works that in there perfectly. Fastball, Starr rips it out into left field and snow cone. What a play by Chloe Wirtz in left field. Snow cones that thing. Looked like the ice cream man had been in town. She grabs it and retires Centennial in order once again. We head to the 6th. Centennial holding on to a 3-run lead.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
So neither of these teams waste any time getting out in there. Adams shows bunt, pulls back, and makes the count 2-0. One of the few batters that Lauren Gustafson has got behind in the count to tonight. That ball is ripped out into left field, and right there to make the play. Morgan Sieversike didn't even need to move. Lined right out to her. She makes that play for the first out.
Sieversike in right field for the first out in the top of the 6th. Bringing up number 20, Mariah Myers.
And that'll bring up Mariah Myers, the 8th grader. Gustafson misses high on that pitch. Pitch misses high as well. Myers is 0 for 2 in this game. Flew out to Sid Morris out in left field in the first inning. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1 from Gus. Myers digs in. Gustin goes in on the hands out there to Morris, who comes in and makes the catch in front of her out in left field for out number 2.
Myers flies out to Morris.
A lot of fly balls.
Second out for that. Now hitting number 4, Martina.
And now Martina Lowry up. Lowry is 2 for 2 in this game. A couple singles here. The first pitch misses high for ball 1. That catches the outside corner, says Tom Schweers. That misses just low. Seven hits for Centennial, but they all came before 8th grader Lucy Porter came in the game. That ball right up the middle to Gustafson, steps over, throws it over to Klunder for the out. 3 up, 3 down once again. Centennial, maybe their last time at bat. 6-3 our score.
I'm Joe the car guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Back here in the bottom of the 6th, Lucy Porter continues to keep everyone off balance. Pretty much everybody in the stands, too. You just never know what pitch is coming, and she changing speeds, changing levels. I think they call it planes is the official term. Changes planes on her pitches, and she has kept Centennial completely off balance since she came in the game. 8 pitchers up, 8 batters up, 8 batters down. 9 up, 9 down since she came in. And she leads off with a changeup once again to Quam. Quam 0 for 2, had a couple well-hit balls, a fly out to center and a fly out to left. And I got to recheck my math again. 10 batters up, 10 batters down. Quam over there to Bennett across the infield, throws it to Adams for out number 1. Only the second ball on the ground that's been hit off Porter.
Number 10, designated player, Jenna Wendt.
And Jenna Wendt coming up. Wendt is 1 for 2 this evening. Beautiful evening here on the north side of Ankeny. Wendt watches that pitch cross the outside corner. And if everything holds true to form, I would expect to see something in on the hands of Wendt right now. Actually, they go outside. Thought for sure one of those changeups was coming. One and one the count. 3 straight fastballs. Not too often we've seen that tonight. And I think Doster wants to talk to her right now because I'm not sure that's what she wanted. Signs getting crossed up a little bit. Get themselves back on the right page. No runners on, so no need to really hide any of the signs right now. Just not quite where she wanted those pitches to be. And it's now 2-1 the count from Porter to Jenna Wendt, the senior. And misses that one up high as well as Porter flashes a big smile. Knew she let go of that one a little bit late. 3-1 the count. Porter to Wendt. Fastball, Wendt pops it out of play. Another one into the bullpen over here at Centennial. They take the first base dugout here as the home team. So we nearly have shade on the entire field right now, just in time to get to the 7th inning. Full count to Wendt. Fastball misses outside. That'll put Jenna Wendt there, and that'll most likely bring out Morgan Sieversyk as she is the designated player to run.
Draws a walk.
And they do not. They leave Seversyke on the bench. Back to the top of the order with Ella Schultz, who's been on a tear tonight. Been on base 5 out of the 7 times she's been up, including a home run in that first game. Changeup misses that time for Porter, who lets Doster know, my bad. She lets it go. This game will be broadcast on Mediacom. I'm not sure the time, but their whole crew's here tonight with cameras all over the place. Larry Morgan and Laura Leonard on the call. Got themselves situated over there on the third base side, right outside the Fort Dodge dugout. One and one the count to Ella Schultz. Jenna went on first. And that changeup once again comes in looking like a fastball, and they kind of give up on it because it looks like it's going to come high. And it drops back down to the zone late. 1-2 now. Lucy Porter. Changeup again, and Schultz hit an absolute moon rocket, just foul, down the left field line as she sat on that one. That ball might have ended up in Huxley. Fastball again, Schultz hits the heavy ball out there in the center field, and Klinger makes another nice play, and that chases Wentz back to first. So comes back with a heavy fastball after the changeup. Pops her up.
Now hitting for Ankeny Centennial, number 14, Anna Christensen.
And that'll bring up Anna Christensen now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Christensen watches that changeup get popped right up to Bennett. So as I look at this right now, we'll just keep it right here as we head to the top of the 6th, or top of the 7th, excuse me, because it's incredible what Lucy Porter has done since coming into the game. He's going to walk through this here. So she came into the game with nobody on, gave up a hit, but that gave up a hit on the first batter, and they got the out at home. And so with that, since that point, fly out to center, fly out to third, fly out to third, fly out to left, fly out to short, strikeout, ground out to third, fly out to center, line out to left, grounder to short, a walk, fly out to center, and a fly out to short. So when you look at that, what Porter's done, this 8th grader, what she's done since coming in the game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of her outs. Of 8 of the 13 batters she's faced, flyouts. She's got everybody completely off balance right now. Again, not an overpowering fastball, but it sure looks a lot faster when it comes in following her sweet changeup that she's been throwing.
Number 11, Kristen Doster.
Doster leading things off for Fort Dodge. Gustafson's been very good in the circle as well for Centennial tonight. She was the Game 2 starter. Has given up 3 runs off 3 hits, a couple errors. Have to look back through. I believe one of those runs will not be charged to her. That ball shot up there into the bullpen. Ball went up into the sky in a hurry, and it's 1-1. Tristan Doster, the future Iowa Hawkeye from Gustafson, swung on, and that is a shot. Just foul out there in right field. Might not want to leave one up there again. Puts that one low and away. Good call. 2-2 the count. Great location after the last 2 pitches. Looks like they're going to set up inside on her this time. They do. Swung on and a little flare out into center field, and James has the right idea. Right now you don't want to give up a big shot there. She holds up, sets the leadoff hit with Doster, leadoff single.
Now hitting number 5, the right fielder, Maya Davis.
I'll bring up Maya Davis. See if Fort Dodge tries to get things manufactured here. Davis definitely a threat to bunt. She slaps that one. It is going to be fielded over there, and Quam can't hang on to it. And another little bunt. Centennial's had a tough time dealing with that one tonight.
That's an infield hit for Maya Gable.
And that'll bring up Chloe Wirtz.
Number 10.
Chloe Wirtz now representing the tying run for Fort Dodge with nobody out. Right now, if you're Centennial, you're just thinking get the outs with a 3-run lead. Those runners don't mean a whole lot at the moment. That changes if Wirtz gets on base. She bunts, foul down the first base line. So Fort Dodge going to come with another discussion. Another offensive timeout. We saw this earlier on before it led to a big inning. Coach Andy Adams gets everybody on the same page. They're an aggressive base running team. They come humming around those bases, but they're also defensively wise, they're quick to throw back and try to get behind runners as well. But they put a lot of pressure on a defense with how quick they get around the bases. And they're always a threat to bunt. They showed in that game one that they can get that ball on the ground and do some damage. Here with nobody out, tying run at the plate in the form of Chloe Wirtz for Fort Dodge, trying to complete the sweep tonight. Gets a signal from her runner at second base that the pitch was set up inside. They show bunt. Schultz snags it. 2-1 the count now from Gustafson, trying to close this one out. And she gets a signal once again from her runner at second base. I'm not sure what how Centennial is trying to hide the signals right now, but out there at second base, there's Doster signaling at least the location of where everything's at each time to her batter. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 2, loads up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You see Schultz with a little gamesmanship moves at the last moment. Swung on, and that is a foul ball. It looked like it could be trouble for Centennial, and found a little rock out there and bounced foul. And that'll have Wirtz with a full count. Swung on over there. Good stop over there by Addie Starr, and they actually try to turn 2. Addie Starr gets the lead runner. And she fires it over there to Quam.
Tough ground ball. Gets the first out. Brings up Sophia Klinger.
So call that 6-5. Wirtz moves on to the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Sophia Klinger. She watches that first pitch high. Now Klinger represents the tying run for Fort Dodge. They exploded for 4 runs in the 6th in their last game. And now we're going to have another discussion here. Andy Adams comes out to talk to Tom Schweers. So we got a different runner in right now for Fort Dodge. That's Peterson in the game there at first base now. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball shot up, maybe another chance for me. No, just off to my right. Boy, if I could have snagged 3 balls tonight, that would have been, need 1 more and keep all my kids happy. This is Klinger. A steal over there and a little delayed steal. And in there safe at third, and now in business, Fort Dodge. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice job over there by Davis to swipe the base. That pitch misses high and tight. Now it's 3-1 to Klinger.
Hey, look her back, Gus, to you. Here we go.
That pitch misses low and away. And now the go-ahead run comes to the plate. And what makes this more important right now with Wills coming up to the plate, as Coach Gronwald going to come out and discuss things with Gus. What makes this important, though, right now, Wills is the number 9 batter. You get back to the top of the order, you got some power up there for Fort Dodge. So Gus trying to get out of this jam right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Walk, an error, fielder's choice, and now a walk. So the number 9 batter with Davis on third, looks like Peterson on second, and Klinger on first. And we've got the third baseman, Haley Wills, up to bat right now with bases juiced. 6-3 our score. Gustafson steps into the circle. First pitch, strike 1. Been a little bit since Gustafson had worked ahead of the batter. Does it here. Centennial will have an opportunity to bat in the 7th, the bottom of the 7th if need be. Gustafson misses that pitch high. That's very close to look-back rule over there to Davis on third. That pitch misses high. 2-1 the count. Gustafson to Wills. Bases loaded. Davis on third. Peterson at second. Pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Davis at third. Peterson at second. Klinger at first in a 3-run game. Off-speed pitch. Caught and doubled up the out at first. And Centennial salvages the split with number 1 Fort Dodge. A double play on a line out to Lizzie Klunder. Dives to first base, gets the out. What a way to end it tonight. 6-3 Centennial salvages the split. After hanging with number 1 Fort Dodge through 5 innings in game 1, couldn't quite close it out. They do in game 2 and win 6-3. We'll be right back after this and wrap things up for tonight.
For Fort Dodge, they had 3 runs on 5 hits.
These vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
So what a way to end game number 2 here. We'll go to the replay. Lizzie Klunder snags the line drive over at first, dives back, and gets the glove on the base just in front of the Fort Dodge runner over there, Davis. Excuse me, that wasn't Davis. That was over there at third was Klinger, and got in just in front of her, and that's how we ended it tonight. Centennial got all their runs that they needed in the second inning. They got 5 then, ended up winning the game 6-3. The highlight of the night, though, had to come from Lucy Porter, the 8th grader from Fort Dodge, came in and did not allow many Centennial base runners, if at all. I believe it was just one walk that she had on the night, but Centennial salvages a split. Game 1, Fort Dodge wins that one 4-1. The number 1 Dodgers will be nearly unbeatable this year with Jalen Adams, the coach's daughter and future Iowa Hawkeye pitcher, in the circle. Centennial, Ella Schultz got a long bomb off her, made it 1-0 in the 5th. And then a couple Centennial errors and a couple bunts allowed Fort Dodge to put across 4 runs in the 6th, and that's how they won Game 1. But Game 2, Centennial got off to a big lead. Lauren Gustafson, 3-run home run in the 2nd, an inning that saw Centennial put 10 batters up to the plate, and they came through and won the game 6-3. So tomorrow night, still not quite sure yet, looking for confirmation. Check our CISN, Central Iowa Sports Network social media. Check our YouTube page, and we will try to keep you updated. We'll let you know if we've got the game for sure. The baseball game, Centennial baseball's on tomorrow night. Just not quite sure if Hunter Phillips will have the softball game on there as well. So a split tonight. Fort Dodge, let's see, do some quick math, moves to 6-3 on the year with a split. And Centennial moves to 5-2 on the split tonight. So looking forward to see these two teams play later on in the year. Everybody, thanks for watching tonight. Should have been out here. Beautiful night before it gets too hot here the next week. We'll be back. We will not have the home game here on Thursday night. Whenever that next home game is, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but we will have that one here for you, as always, on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody. Enjoy your evening.